What is up, best ones worldwide? It's the best one, Donnie here, back with a brand new video. If you're not a best one yet already, and you're into wrestling figures, Funko Pops, Nickelodeon, late 90s, early 2000s, or basketball, and you want to watch me rebuild my collection, recommend you to hit that subscribe button now, turn on the post notifications, because of course you already know the grind is real. And today we are in the garage because it's time to do some more spring cleaning, and there are some things I'm going to be saying goodbye to that I previously had in my collection. I'm doing this mostly because I do want to document it, because one thing that I instantly regretted was selling all my old figures back in the day for dirt cheap without even documenting it. So I don't really have the evidence to show you guys some of the rare figures I once had in my collection. And I really wasn't doing this type of stuff on YouTube, but now we are. So with that being said, let's get it. The grind is real. Alright, so starting things off, I am going to be saying goodbye to my Series 144 Dirty Dom. I really just have no purpose for this. I have his Elite 105, and I already have his newest Elite, Elite 109, which if you guys haven't checked that review video out, highly recommend it. But I found this in the wild, and I just wanted to find it, and I did. So I am going to be selling this and trying to make a little bit of a profit off of this Dirty Dom. But it is a great figure overall. I'm just not crazy into the newer basics. I'm more of an Elite Ultimate guy. So Dirty Dom, goodbye. So the next thing I'm going to be saying goodbye to, don't know why I bought this during one of my random Nickelodeon toy hunts, and that is this oven mitt. I overpaid for this oven mitt. I paid $15 for this. FYE, they really be charging a lot for their Nickelodeon products and for any of their products except for Funkos. But yeah, I just don't have the room at all for this in my collection. Don't really know why I even picked this up, to be honest with you. Sometimes when you're just in the toy hunt, you just spend money for no ridiculous reason. So this year we are going to be saying goodbye to. I'm hoping to get the same value that I paid for it. So I probably got a loss on this. Alright, so moving on now to a couple Funko Pops that I've finally decided to move on from. And I think I picked these up because there really just wasn't anything to collect during this time. And yeah, I decided to buy a couple Freddy Funkos for no reason. And we have Freddy Funko here holding a fish. I think my goal with these were to get Freddy's with things I liked. But there's only so much you can collect, and I clearly don't care for this because I literally bought all these 3 Funko Pops at the same exact time, and I haven't bought any more Freddy's like this moving forward. So there it is. We're going to be saying goodbye to Freddy holding the fish. So that's that. Then the next Freddy we're going to say goodbye to is Ping Pong Freddy. And this is a part of the Fun Days games. I'm just not really crazy into the Freddy Funkos. I think the only one that I have in my collection that I'm keeping, probably never going to get rid of it, is the Nickelodeon one with the blimp. I just don't want to get rid of that one because, of course, I do collect Nickelodeon Funko Pops. But a Ping Pong Freddy, I don't really need it. I think I got, like I said, I think I got all these because this is stuff I enjoy doing outside of YouTube. I do love fishing. I do love playing me some ping pong. But this Freddy here is a good buy, and I kind of wish I knew how much I paid for these, because I definitely paid a lot for these Funkos. And finally, we got Ping Pong Freddy here. Oh, that's Tennis Freddy. Look at that. They look exactly the same, except one's holding the racket, the other is holding the ping pong. Which Tennis Freddy is going bye-bye, and Ping Pong Freddy is going bye-bye as well. But I will say, out of all three of them, this one is definitely the hardest to say goodbye to because this is actually a really cool pop. I do love that he's got the ping pong racket in one hand and he's got the little ball in the other. But I just don't have a purpose for this in my collection. So, somebody that collects Freddy Funkos, if you're interested, DM me. But there it is. We're going to say goodbye to 3 Freddy Funkos. Ooh, our next item. This, I really don't understand why I bought this. And I paid, I think, $5 for it because it was at Five Below. Which, man, if you're a Nickelodeon collector, guys, if you have a Five Below in your area, go there. And, man, they got some sick merchandise. But I picked up something that I just don't have the room for in my collection. And it's the SpongeBob SquarePants Rock Bottom Mini Vending Machine. At first, when I saw this, like, my instant reaction was, this is pretty freaking cool, because Rock Bottom, I do remember that episode of SpongeBob. But I'm kind of glad I didn't open this up, because there's just really no point in this. What, I'm going to just put a little vending machine with some little fake sodas. This is just not, it's not going to look good at all in my DTOF. It's not going to look good at all with my Nickelodeon collection. This is not exactly what I really need. So I'm going to be parting ways with this one. And I'm probably not going to be like posting this online to sell unless somebody's going to give me an insane offer. You can't finesse a finesser, but probably going to be selling this at like a tag sale or, I don't know, give it away to somebody, maybe. Who knows? So now we got a couple wrestling figures that we're going to be saying goodbye to. And the first one is a flashback series, Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, and it is a part of the Build a Commissioner Sean. I actually picked this up at Zombie Hideout, my go-to store. Was going to keep this in my collection because I really like this Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, but Mattel, they put a thing out that they're going to be putting out a new Coliseum collection Ricky, which has like the black gear, and I kind of want that one for my collection. Plus, Commissioner Sean, this collection I thought I could complete and build him, but it's a little pricey because of that King Harley, the original one. And, yeah. Plus, the Monday Night War series at WrestleMania, WWE World, they actually did show off that there is going to be a new Build a Commissioner Sean. So I'm definitely going to be picking up that figure. It's going to be updated, and I could save me some money by buying the figures retail. So Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, I'm sorry. I love the packaging here, but it's time to say goodbye. And our next figure we're going to be saying goodbye to is Ultimate Yokozuna. I ended up picking 2 of these up because during my toy hunt, if you did check that out, man, I could have definitely gotten one of them, but there were some resellers in front of me, and they bought all 4 of them because they wanted the chase. I only wanted the regular one, so I had the option to pick up a Yokozuna after going to like 5 different Targets, and I didn't want the chase. So for myself, I figured let me order 2 Yokozunas so that if I get the chase, then at least I'm guaranteed getting the regular. So that's why I did it as like a safe thing. So we already have Yoko in the collection, so this one we are going to be moving on from. Don't really need it. I really don't like Ultimate figures, mint on card, mock. I really don't. I hate the packaging. Our next figure that we're going to be saying goodbye to is this Ultimate Warrior from WWE Series 144. And I found this in the wild. This is a chase, and that's why I ended up picking it up. But I'm not going to lie to you guys. I'm going to be honest. I am going to be reselling this and trying to make a little profit because, you know, collecting ain't cheap. But to all the resellers out there, like, I think it's okay to resell wrestling figures and stuff, but don't take all of them off the pegs, because at the end of the day, like, I think about the child in me, and anytime I'm doing a toy hunt and I do see a kid looking at the wrestling figures, I always go into another aisle because I don't want to take away from the kid. Because at the end of the day, I remember being a kid and being so excited to find the new figures on the pegs, on the shelves. And at the end of the day, like, I love collecting. Obviously, I'm going to find a way to get something in my collection. But if a kid can have it, honestly, I'm going to be selfless and let that kid get it before myself. And you just have to be generous at the end of the day when it comes to this. Don't be greedy. But this Ultimate Warrior, I am going to be selling because there was 2 chases in the wild, and I did keep one on the pegs. But this one here, I wanted to get in my collection, and now we're going to say goodbye to it. So our next thing, I don't really show you guys these things here, and I got this as a Christmas gift a few years back. Obviously, I said goodbye to a lot of my Space Jam, New Legacy, Funko Pops, and we're also going to be saying goodbye to this Monopoly game. I just don't really need it. It is cool. Like, they did do a lot of freaking merchandise for the Space Jam, which I thought was really cool. And I thought it was actually a pretty good movie, but don't really need this. Like, I have better Monopoly games that I have in my collection, and they're not really collectibles to me when it comes to Monopoly. Like, for me, I just like to play board games. It's something me, the fiance, and some of our friends like to do. And this Space Jam one, I just never really cared for, never played with it, never opened it. So we're going to probably resell this. Maybe even like do like a trade or something, because there are some Monopoly games that I do want to pick up for my collection and just to have. So yeah, maybe I'll do like a trade, like a Monopoly for a Monopoly. Who knows? All right, so now, oh man, this is going to be really sad because I got these back in 2010, 2011, when there's this game out called Angry Birds, and it was a very popular game. I loved it, and I collected all the plushes, and yeah, I am just getting a lot more stuff, and these I just don't really need anymore. I've been actually trying to sell these for the last couple of years, and it's very difficult. Plus, I don't want to pay the shipping on eBay because these are some really big items. So instead, I have decided that even the conditions aren't the best because I definitely got my use out of them as a kid. So I have decided that I'm going to be donating the next items that you're going to see. And there is one that I am keeping, and I will show you that right now. So there it is, guys. There's my Mighty Eagle. This one we are keeping in the collection here. And I found a really good spot because obviously this is my garage. I store stuff like holiday decorations and I work out. But yeah, there it is. I found a really good spot for it, and it doesn't interfere with the garage door. So I thought that this was just a really cool spot. Nothing was being used at the end of this shelf, so I decided to put good old Mighty Eagle up there. So the only big Angry Bird that I'm keeping just for nostalgia purposes is that Mighty Eagle that I do have right in the corner of my garage where I store stuff and my little gym. So that's the only one I'm going to be keeping just for nostalgia purposes because it is rare and I don't really want to say goodbye to it yet. And actually, I really like the spot that I do have it in. So here are the birds that we're going to say goodbye to, and starting things off, this is the first bird here. We got the red Angry Bird, which, man, these are some really big plushes. And I remember getting these for Christmas when I was like, I think I was like 12 or like 13 at the time. And, man, I loved Angry Birds. Like, I played all the games. I even, paid for, like, certain, like, special birds and stuff. Like, I was really into it. I even did my own series on Donald's the Best One called Chancing the Birds. And I used all these. But, man, there it is, the big red bird. Pretty decent condition, this one at least. But, yeah, we're going to be saying goodbye to it. And it's sad because these I really got my use out of. And these were some of my favorite things to play with. So our next bird we're going to be saying goodbye to is the bluebird, which you can see right there. Not the best condition here. I know I can clean these and stuff, but man, I've tried selling these on Marketplace for probably about 3 years at this point, and they're not moving. So that's why we're going to be donating all these. There it is, the Bluebird. We're going to be saying goodbye to. Man, these were so freaking cool for its time. But, yeah, here we go. We do have these in bags because my buddy who helps me out a lot with my projects and stuff, he did my shelves in the We Are Wrestling arena. Yeah, so he put all these in a bag because he wants me to get rid of these as soon as possible. But I told him I had to do a goodbye video because I can't let what happened with my wrestling figures back in like 2018 happen again. But it is a little easier to say goodbye to these than the figures. But the next bird we have here, we have the white Angry Bird here. And I remember on my series, his name was Egg. Oh man, I did so many different YouTube videos throughout the years. It's crazy. And now we're doing toy videos. Pretty freaking awesome. But yeah, there it is. We got the white Angry Bird here. Really good condition. And I'm excited to actually donate these because, you know, a kid that might love Angry Birds can get these for an insane deal. And that would be so cool to me for somebody else to have these that can enjoy them like I did. But there it is. We got the white Angry Bird. Goodbye. And, oh, man. We got 2 of them in this bag. And our next one, we got the yellow bird. This was the fast one during the game. So, like, you would go, and then you would click the phone, and then it would go, woo! But there it is there. And this one I definitely got a lot of use out of because you could just see right there. But still really good condition for something I've had for almost 15 years, which is crazy. But there it is there. Let's see. Oh, this one's going to be a pain in the ass to take out of the bag, but we're just going to do it anyways. Whoop. And, oh, there it is, guys. We got Toucan right there, which this one was so freaking cool with the beak. And this is like one of like the newer Angry Birds. Like, after the originals, this one came out, and oh man, this was one of my favorite friggin' Angry Birds to just use in the game. But there it is with the big beak. There's some staining, but this is still really good condition if you end up cleaning this. Hey, but if you're interested in this, well, I can't even say that because by the time this video comes out, these will already be donated. So I'm not even going to try to put an offer out there. But there's that. And we have a whole nother trash bag full of Angry Birds that we're going to open up and say goodbye to. This is a sad day. Sad day when I have to say goodbye to stuff, but obviously with collecting, you know, your stuff evolves. You end up collecting new stuff, and I just don't really have the purpose for these. I don't find the point in keeping them. But here it is here. We have one of the pigs. There it is right there, which I think we have like 2 or 3 of them. So this pig here has got to go, which, man, like, I love these big Angry Birds, which, man, like, even, like, on eBay, like, you don't really see a lot of the super big jumbo size ones. Probably because people don't want to really pay for the shipping. But there's another bird right here. I think this one is the regular one. There's, like, just nothing to it, just a regular pig. Because in the game, like, you would shoot the birds at these, like, towers that had the pigs in them, and you pretty much had to take out the pigs. And let's see here. Whoop. Oh, and I'm actually going to be saying goodbye to this sign that I had back in the day when I was a fuckboy. I didn't even know I had that in there. Wow. Thanks, Joey. But here's another one. This one was supposed to have like a helmet right here. But the helmet, I don't know where the hell it went. So this pig is definitely not completed. But there it is. He looks really pissed off. Probably pissed off that I'm saying goodbye to him. And finally, the last bird that we gotta say goodbye to, and this is my all-time favorite one, and it's this one right here, the Bomb, the black bird. And I wish I had the space for this one because this is my favorite bird, which, ooh, now you see, like, when I do these, This is where I second guess myself a lot of the times when I do these goodbye videos. And, oh, man, I just don't have, oh, this sucks. You know something, I'm not saying goodbye to this bird, guys. I'm keeping this one for now. This is one of my favorite ones. Sorry, Joey. This bird I am keeping in my collection. I'm going to find a spot here in the garage for this because I just can't say goodbye to this one. This one is just my favorite. And at the end of the day, this is very nostalgia. And if I'm going to end up keeping one, it's got to be my favorite. Obviously, the Mighty Eagle is one of my favorites, but out of the regular birds, this one has always been my favorite bird, so we're going to keep this in the collection. Oh, man, this stuff, they second guessing. Like, imagine I didn't do this video, and I just donated these. I would have regretted my decision, so I think I'm happy with this. We're going to keep this bird. So that is it. We did some spring cleaning here in the garage. We're going to be saying goodbye to some stuff. I'm going to be posting things on my Facebook Marketplace. Probably going to post a couple things on eBay. Going to be giving away some stuff. Maybe some tag sale stuff. And these birds I am going to be donating because I just been trying for the last 3 years to sell them and nobody's interested. So, you snooze, you lose. But let me know in the comment section below your favorite item that I am selling in my collection. If you guys enjoyed this video and you guys want more like insight videos like this, because normally I'm in the studio, not the garage. Maybe I can give you guys a little tour once I get this all cleaned out, because right now I am doing some spring cleaning. Make sure to smash that like button now if you're not a best one yet already. Subscribe, turn on the post notifications. New videos are coming out every other day, if not every single day. The link's down in the description below. You can go follow me over on my social medias. And if you're into pro wrestling, go check out We Are Wrestling. We're doing live watch-alongs. We're doing predictions. We're doing vlogs. We're doing reactions. And we're just doing everything pro wrestling. So go check out We Are Wrestling if you're into pro wrestling. All the links down in the description below. But of course, to all the best ones out there worldwide, I love each and every one of you. And of course, you already know, we are taking over. Peace.